Hello there. Once again, it's Anton from Anton Bay. Thank you so much for stopping by the collection room. Today I grabbed a particular title, Dalgoda. I have maybe seen a couple issues of Dalgoda in the past, but I found out I have like 4. I was like, I don't remember having 4 issues of this weird thing. And I might have opened one once, but I don't think I've ever actually given it a run for its money and flipped through the thing. So I thought I would maybe do that. It's December 1984. That's kind of an odd year. Not an odd year, it's an even number year. But so many comics that are so bizarre, especially that feature anthropomorphic animals, tend to come after 1986 because of the Ninja Turtles. However, this one was out before then, and it looks like you're using a lot of almost watercolor-ish type stuff. I've seen comics done this way before. It's not my favorite method of coloring, but I've also noticed it works well with sci-fi stuff because you use a lot of just kind of weird red lit backgrounds and stuff like that, and it gives everything kind of an unearthly feel. This definitely has an unearthly feel. I'm guessing Dalgoda is the title character's name, but I'm actually not sure. Doesn't ever really specify. I'm sure it does if I read the book, but I have not. Literally just flipping through it. I've always kind of thought that the creature on the cover, the guy, that's funny, always reminded me of the what were they called? The kangaroo guys from Tank Girl. Rippers. The Rippers. You get a little comic story in the back, same kind of paint style, but the art is less fun. Issue number 3, it looks like he's getting handled. Actually, this guy is getting flipped over in multiple issues, it looks like. He's getting throttled, or he's losing the fight. I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess he's got normal human feet. I guess I had him slightly confused with a different comic book called Equine, where the guy was like kind of horse-shaped. The word boxes are odd. And they're not Comic Sans. Look at that. They are actual caps, lowercase. Yeah, that's like book font. That's very odd. Typically comic books have, they have comic font. That's what that is. The art is good enough. I'm not gonna knock it. The characters seem lively and odd. I wish, we're getting a lot of stuff going on here. I almost wish we could get maybe the occasional large splash shot or splash page or something like that. Those tend to draw me in a little bit more. This seems to be fairly well boxed in. The boxed panels are also very, well, normal. So your wording is odd, but only because it's more normal than the average comic book. And then your panels are super basic. And that seems to kind of juxtapose when you have a comic that looks so bizarre. Like what's happening here is so bizarre. We could probably loose up some of the restrictions on the format here. The typed lettering is weird. I'm just gonna say, now that I've noticed it, I can't not notice it, and it's bothering me more. But also just the panels, you could loosen up and kind of maybe go outside the box. You've gone outside the box on so many other thoughts and ideas here. Why keep it all fenced in when it comes to the shape of your box, your panels? The coloring is bright. I actually think though it could be a little more wild. I mean, it does, even though it's all I mean, it's colorful, but it's also kind of a muted colorful. But then again, so is the stuff in the back, so take that for what you will. Could just be a trade of the company. This is a Fantagraphics book. I'm not super familiar with all the Fantagraphic books. I don't think I've read very many in general, so I don't know what to typically expect, and I don't know what their general house art style is. This is 1985. I feel like loosen up your panels. Maybe get a little more vibro color with your coloring, because I'd almost say this looks like Valiant style coloring, and I was never that big on Valiant colors. They all have that kind of muted, a lot of orange, a lot of brown, a lot of yellow. Seems to be prominent in all their backgrounds. But at least they did splash pages. This doesn't really seem like it's reaching out into the realm of splash pages, or, I mean, that's pretty close. We're getting a pretty big shot, a pullback there, which it calls for. I mean, he's clearly devastated, but it's like, well, we could have probably emphasized that a little more with a page change and a splash. Who am I to say? I'm just throwing it out there. Throwing out what I look for when I go flipping through comics. Panels, all that stuff, it's fine. But I do expect maybe the occasional splash, maybe the occasional break of a panel line, maybe the occasional overlap. I think it keeps it broke up and keeps it interesting instead of being fairly straightforward. Because this feels a little straightforward and a little bit restricted for what looks like an extremely cool and bizarre story. But then again, maybe not. Anyway, that's my initial take on Dalgoda. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. If you guys know how to say that, let me know in the comments. If you hate this video, please press like. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.